Hi.
Hi. So, question for you listeners. How do you feel about having sex in front of your pets? Let us know in the comments below. We're just curious. This is we're just taking a poll.
Yes, hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. Just questions. Just Spotify. You can comment. YouTube. You can comment. Lots of places. So let us know your thoughts. Okay, on to the episode.
Yeah.
Why mention that? Do you want me to repeat the story? I'll repeat the story.
Today I didn't even call you out. You just outed yourself.
You're like, I need to. Yeah.
You're like so random. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just say it.
Maybe they thought I was fucking in front of animals. Maybe they're like, oh, she's
anonymous. Jessica. I would think it's Jessica too. I don't
No, it was me, guys. It was me.
Okay, the floor is yours.
I know, you're like, listen, I need to tell you guys something before we record because no one can know. But like now you're like, I have to tell you.
Let me say this. I shouldn't probably put this on air, but like now I think about it, I'm like, fuck it. I've said worse. So you know what? At this point, I don't know why I'm acting bashful. So today's my husband's birthday. And I woke him up with sex. I mean, like, what a good wife does. And I decided to be on top. And while I was doing my thing, the cat jumped up on the bed and started swatting at my ass while I was bouncing on my husband. And I did not want to be part of that kind of threesome. So, that's what happened.
Yep. And now that cat's locked in the basement.
Yeah.
I thought you said the cat's out of the bag. Like it was a secret? Yeah.
Oh, that would have been good, but no, the cat
was in the bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was awkward. It was, but yeah, it happened. Fucking cat.
Yeah. So again, let us know your thoughts.
Let us know. I personally cannot. It ruins everything.
My cats like to stay pretty uninvolved. They'll just like lay in their spot and just ignore us, so I don't really care. But Chris cares, so like if Chris sees the cat, he'll kick them out first.
Yeah, he's like, no, like this is not for your eyes. You did not pay a mission fee to get in.
It's pay to play, guys. It's pay to play.
It is. No, and it's like weird. I think my cat has separation anxiety because she was abandoned. Like we rescued her. So now, like if I take a shower, she like is on the ledge watching me shower like a freak. And she like you would think because cats are scared of water that she wouldn't go anywhere. No, she cannot be alone. So when I'm in the shower, she's right there with me, just watching me like a creep.
She's hoping you fall so she can eat you.
Probably.
She's like, oh, I want to eat your flesh, you stupid bitch.
She's like, you were hurting my daddy earlier. I'm gonna fucking eat you.
She just needs to get you out of the way, and then she gets Dave all to herself.
Yeah, basically.
It's a horror movie in the making. Yeah. Okay, so
Domri, what are you drinking?
Oh, yeah, fuck. Water. Jessica, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking just some Michelob Ultra beer.
Very nice. And Sonia, what are you drinking?
Coffee and Kahlua.
Ooh.
It's hot. I got my drink bitch to make me one because I drank one already, pre-drinks, and now I'm just like, gotta cool this shit down.
Letting it cool down.
I need like ice cubes sometimes. I'm like, this is too hot to drink. My poor little mouth. I'm like,
you like iced coffee and Kahlua?
No, I can't have iced coffee. Iced coffee is real gross. It needs to be like the perfect temperature, like cooled down enough to drink, but still needs to be hot because it's gross. Yeah,
I like iced coffee, but I don't like iced coffee, if that makes sense. Like, don't ice my coffee. Make me one of those creamy mixtures I buy at like Tim Hortons or Starbucks that they call iced coffee. Don't give me like actual iced coffee. It's gross.
Yeah, don't give me cooled down coffee.
Yeah, like no thank you.
By the way, the iced coffee from there is like that's exactly what it is too.
Like
but
I know
it's
But they
instant,
chill it
like,
first and before they put it on ice. They don't like, you shouldn't ice coffee while it's hot.
and it's like fully creamed, filled with like all the shit.
No,
Like
it's not.
that's why when you get it, it's pale. If you order just an iced coffee, it's like the pale color. That's why if you get an iced coffee, it's black. And then you add your milk and sugar. So when you get an iced coffee from Tim Hortons, they're giving you like this blended ice, like
Well,
iced
no, it's
coffee
still black. They just mix it right before they put the ice in.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
ordering an iced coffee, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not ordering an iced coffee with blanka blanka
Oh,
blanka
yeah.
blank. That's just their
Well, when I order it,
baseline is iced
I have to
coffee.
like,
That's pale as fuck because it has so much creamer in it.
yeah. Well, like if you don't want cream, then you do have to specify. You have to be like with milk or with oat milk, like I order, or else they just automatically do cream.
If you go to Second Cup and get an iced coffee, it's black.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just
yeah.
no,
So-
like yeah, no. Tim Hortons just automatically puts cream unless you specify otherwise.
And that's how I like my iced coffee. So
I can't do cream out. Like I will shit my pants.
I do milk. I do milk.
Yeah, I do milk or oat milk, whatever.
Or chocolate milk.
Ice caps with chocolate milk are so good.
Yeah.
And then you get like
Honestly, do like ice cap with chocolate milk and 2 shots of espresso, and it tastes like Krispy Kreme. I mean, not coffee crisp.
I get extra espresso every time I order any coffee drink. I'm like extra espresso shots.
I need that extra anxiety.
It just soothes my soul. It's just an extra soul soothing.
I just want to call it extra anxiety. Like, can you give me 2 shots of extra anxiety? Thanks.
I don't get anxiety.
It gives my anxiety a friend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
really
enhances
it calms
it.
it down. It's like, oh, what's it to be? Why am I so anxious? The world's gonna end anyway. We all die.
And
And
you're
then
like,
I'm like,
"Woo,
okay, with my coffee.
Yes, back it up.
Nothing matters. Woo.
Oh, I have like coffee right before I go to bed. I'm like, oh, it's like nappy time.
ADHD.
Yeah, you know it doesn't work with all ADHD, but it does with a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see our topic.
Do, 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 do.
The worst experience you've had at a bar.
Oh gosh, I gotta like rack my brain.
I haven't been to like a bar. Oh my gosh. I was young.
Yeah, I don't go to bars anymore. But when I did, probably like a sports bar was like the worst, like during a game and all the men are there, because like if females are there, they like zone in on them. And one time I was at End Zone, and I don't know what game was on or whatever, but the bar was packed. And I was walking out of the bathroom and I was trying to walk by, and this dude was slapping every girl's ass that walked by. And I mean every girl. And I was like, what the fuck? So I tried to like deke around him. It was bad. Yeah. Like, and he didn't even get kicked out.
That's so gross. Men
It
are
is.
gross. They ruin everything.
Yeah.
That's okay. One of my worst experiences is actually a woman. She like threw up on me in the bathroom.
You're not talking about Vegas. Okay, no, okay.
Not you.
I was like, oh wow, ouch. But no, you said in the bathroom. Okay, it wasn't me.
No, I was like, I went to a bathroom and like it's my fault. The door didn't lock. And so I'm playing like Russian roulette with like going pee. Some girl like kicks down the door to like throw up, but I was like sitting there. Yeah. And then like she leaves and I'm like, whatever. And I'm cleaning myself up. And then a group of girls came in, and like the amount of support of drunk girls.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Like they're like, oh my gosh, like let's help like clean you up. Like some girl spritzed me with perfume. She's like, some girl had like soap in her bag. She's like, we can clean it up. And they cleaned it up, and then it was wet. And it's like, so they're keeping me company as like they're drying my shirt in the air dryer. And I was like, oh, like my brother's waiting for me. He's gonna be a little worried. And like she's like, oh, tell me what he looks like and I'll go find him. Like, oh, I was like, well, we're sitting at that table right there. So it was like a really like nice supportive thing. My brother had no idea it was gone. Like he was out having a smoke. So like by the time we came back. Like I came back. He was coming back at the same time. We didn't know I was gone. Like nobody found him or anything. But it was like it was nice. It was like a terrible, terrible experience. But at the same time, it was like
Did the girl
really
ever
cool.
find you and apologize? Like,
she was fucking wasted. I don't think she
probably
knew
didn't
who she
remember
was.
your name or anything.
Yeah, or what I look like. She was probably like so embarrassed. She got
probably
the fuck
didn't
out of
even
there.
remember she did it. She was just like,
Yeah.
"Eh."
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
At least she tried to go to a toilet, but
She
Yeah.
did her best.
she did her best. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good at vomiting at parties. I
That's
try
like
my
your
best.
go-to.
Well, okay, it's not like I didn't used to vomit that I've gone through periods. I don't know. I got through periods where I'm a vomiter and periods when I'm not, but the drinking stays the same. Besides Vegas, where I did a little blue 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 on the table, like, and that was an accidental. Okay, I
That was
not
like nothing. It
I
was like
was
baby spit up.
literally it was a burp and a little spit up came out. Okay, I was
Yeah.
not expecting it. But the last man, Vegas, another time when I was in Vegas, when I was with my husband Chris and he was performing a show, we ended up getting as part of his like writer or whatever when you're performing, they gave him bottle service. So that was my first time with like the bottle ladies bringing us over like a 2.6 of whatever vodka it was. It was just basically me and my husband's manager drinking this, and they had like a bunch of like juices around and then the bottle. And so we're like just fucking going at this vodka, and I'm trying so hard. And I was just like, oh man, like I'm gonna get sick. But luckily, progressive, gender neutral bathrooms, so they were all individual stalls, like individual.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I go in, I vomit a little bit, miss the toilet, cleaned it up. It's fine. Go out, wash my face a little bit, go right back to drinking, and everything was fine. No one was the wiser.
Nobody knew anything.
So like I a lot of my bar experiences haven't actually been very bad, and if they have, I think I was probably too drunk to notice.
That helps.
Yeah.
It's usually the after the bar that becomes the bad place. You know what I mean? Like you're drunk at the bar, good time, and then after
You go
getting
home and then like
or,
shit goes to, yeah.
or trying to get home. Once I was at Hess and I had drank so much. It was a copious amount. And me and my friend and her boyfriend were like at this pizza place near Hess. And I was trying to open my can of pop and I cut my hand.
Oh.
That's how drunk I was. I couldn't open my can of pop without cutting my whole hand. So they brought me to the back of the kitchen to like wrap up my hand. And the guys were so annoyed. I was the worst. And so my friend like called my husband, like Chris called my husband. We weren't fiancés even yet. To come get me, and he comes and gets me, and I thought he was my Uber driver. I just thought my friend called me an Uber, and she like put me in, and I'm like telling my Uber driver all about my cool musical boyfriend, and he had to keep going, Jess, it's me. And then he was like, don't get out of the car, let me come get you. I didn't listen. And I swung that door open and I fell flat on my face. I'm actually impressed my nose did not break. My glasses were slightly bent though. He gets me in and he lays me on the couch. And I was on the couch. I was like,
as far as I'm dealing with her, fuck that shit.
yeah,
Go
I
to
was
bed.
like, fair. I deserved that.
I think a lot of my like other worst experiences at a bar are like bad service. Like I found out early on, if you just go with females, you're not going to get served good service. But if you bring a dude, you get your table gets a lot more service. And then like this one time, this like girl's like, oh, I don't deserve a tip. I was like, I waited 45 minutes for you to take my drink order. No, you don't get a tip. like no, like serve women. Like it's so.
Literally the first thing I do at a like that's one reason I like bars. Sometimes like bars where like you're ordering drinks from the bar,
You
versus,
have to
like,
go
table
to the
service.
bar.
Go out to the
Yeah.
bar. Yeah.
And generally, the first couple drinks, give them a bigger tip.
Yeah.
And then they'll serve you first every time. And then you can like lower your tip down to like back to like whatever, a toonie a drink or whatever. But it's like you give them a couple big tips at first, and then they'll like notice you more.
But
It's
like
all about the Benjamins.
except for like a same deal. If it's a woman, like that's the bartender. If it's a male bartender, I'm served all the time, like instantly. But if it's a female bartender, it's just like, hello, can I get a drink?
Maybe I'm
like
just
it-
loud. I'm like
I am not loud. I'm very
taller
passive.
too.
Oh
I
my
have
god,
Yeah.
that's a problem. I'm like on my tiptoes trying to like order drinks. Hey.
And she's like,
So it's not
like
a
you're
female
short, and she's
male
like,
thing,
"Hey,
it's
can
a
I
height
get
to
some
short
service?"
thing.
Yeah,
They're height biased,
a
actually.
height bias.
Yeah.
I have to bring
Tall people.
it's that if I bring a man, he's always taller than me. So like that's what it is.
We should test this theory. We should go out with Jessica and see. Like we'll
Like
just
who
put her
gets
up
more
front.
service? We're do science. Next time I'm down. We're gonna
I
go
love
bar
it.
hopping for science
Yes. I
to
love
get some
that.
bad experiences. I'm like, we need some worse experiences at
Yeah.
the bar. Although like getting your butt touched is disgusting and
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
horrendous.
Well, I avoided it, thank God. But like other girls got it. Like you could see, and like they didn't do anything. Obviously, people complained, but they did nothing. It was gross. He didn't get kicked out or anything. Obviously.
I did have like a scary experience once. Like I was at a bar with a friend, and like a black man came over. This is the only reason I'm saying this because it's part of the story. And he's like, "Oh, like can I get you ladies some drinks?" I'm like, "Oh no, like we're fine. Like we have like boyfriends or whatever."
Yeah.
And he just kept pushing. He kept pushing. He's like, "Why are you telling me no? Is it because I'm black?" And I thought he was kidding, so I said yes. That was not the right answer.
No,
I
that is
thought he was
never.
kidding. I thought he was kidding because he did like a lot of black people make that joke. Oh, because I'm black, but like he thought like he was very serious. And then I said yes, and he got so angry. He like hit a table. He smashed the door, and like I'm like, oh my god.
I love how men get mad and then they're like, aggression, scary.
Actually, Jessica has a story when we went out for my birthday at a bar. Remember that dude?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was this little white guy. That's
Yeah.
not relevant to the story. I'm
No,
just giving a
but
description.
we just gotta put that out there.
So me and Don found this really sketchy. It was supposed to be like a tavern pub, is what it said.
It's supposed to be a
Google
like
Maps.
sports bar or something.
Yeah,
It was.
It was not that. It was very small, and you could tell it was full of regulars.
Yeah.
And so we just sit and we just get a drink, and she starts a tab. The bartender starts a tab right away. Doesn't even like take a card, nothing. She just like trusts us, I guess. And this guy like came over and he started talking. I can't even remember exactly what he was saying, but I said something to him slightly sarcastic or whatever, and he caught it. I didn't think he was going to because I thought he was just like looped out of his mind.
Oh no. Okay, I know how it was.
Okay,
So first he approached us and he's like, "Hi, ladies," and we're like, "Hi," and he's just like, I don't. He started talking to us, and we're just both like we're taking like no, and he's like, "I didn't ask you that." He got really offended over saying that, and then he's like, I don't know. He was like saying his age, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I was with someone too, but I got divorced." Jessica's like, "I wonder why," and he caught it, and he was just like, "Go away." Like
I know, and then I was like, no, I mean, I seriously wonder why. Like, what could have caused it? I'm just genuinely curious.
yeah. And then he left. Then he came back to approach. He asked something to Jessica, and she went to answer, and he just walked away again. And she's like, "Good for you!" Like,
Oh man, yeah, that bar was full of characters. Like
it was a good time.
The bartender was like I was saying, I was like, "Oh, it's Don's birthday," and she's like, "Oh, Don, what's your favorite shot?" You know,
And I was like, "Whatever." Like, and then
yeah, so I think we got rum.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't like rum. I like
she's
vodka.
like, I like vodka. And then she grabs the vodka, pours herself a shot, 2 rum shots, and then just gives it to us. And that was like it. Like she's like vaping like behind the bar.
Going to the bathroom a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
we were watching the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, we were watching the bar. That was a great bar experience. What are you talking about?
Just the dude was not good, but like the rest of it was good.
He was funny. I mean, like, as long as he wasn't armed, I didn't feel very threatened because
neither did I.
Like besides like the drug strength he would have, you know, like we were still in a room with like other people, and there was that like 6 foot tall guy beside us that was slightly drunk, but he seemed like a decent. He was friends with the bartender, so I assumed, you know,
all
so
decent,
yeah. So I wasn't too worried. He was just divorced dad energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah. I mean, like I hate like when guys hit on you with like no, okay. I love it when people hit on you, but it's like when they don't take an answer, no. Like I love it when they like hit on you. You're like, oh no, thank you, and they're like, oh, no worries, and walk away.
Yeah,
then I
they're
get
super polite about it.
I know. I'm like, oh wow, they were interested in me, but also
respectful.
Go away. I don't want to actually talk to you. Like I get, you know, best of both worlds. So like that's happened a few times where it's like I'm like, how do I navigate out of this situation like in a crowded bar? Because I'm like, go away, leave me alone. And one time was at karaoke. And the guy was like singing and he was really good. And I guess I like made eye contact in a way because he started looking at me. Like I was like, what's and I was at the bar. I was at the bar waiting for a beer. And then as soon as he's finished, he starts walking over and I was like, fuck, what did I do? Like I'm over here waiting for my beer. I did nothing. And then he's like, can I buy you a beer? I'm like, I literally just ordered one.
Yeah, and then,
too late. Yeah, it's too late. Sorry. I paid first, you know. But I mean, he was just like annoying. But then a friend of ours was with me at that bar, and she came in and said I was her girlfriend, and then that got us away. So
I love when random girls come up and help out like that. Like they're like, hey, sweetie, like
they can tell.
They can. Like, I don't know. Although I do look like really uncomfortable all the time. But like
you do.
I do. And like but this one time I was, and then some guy was like just talking to me. He wasn't rude or anything. He was super nice. But then like this girl just came up to me and like oh hi, like kiss on the cheek or whatever. And then like she like shook this guy's hand and then like kind of like walked me over. I'm like, geez, Playa, you're amazing. And like she's like, oh, like you just look like you needed help. I'm like, oh no, thank you.
Greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
I know, but that was so smooth. I was like, damn, like I'm married. Like I'm
married. Got engaged. God.
Jeez. I was like, oh my gosh. But like, no, I really appreciate like girls for girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. I did get grabbed once actually. Now that I'm remembering, I'm like, what? Well, there has to be. It's because I like if it only had like if it's only like a few seconds of my night, I tend to like
forget it,
ruin my whole night. You know, like I block it out because I'm like, oh, it's not gonna take my whole night with it and make it a bad bar night. But when Chris and I were in the UK and he was performing in London, I normally stay like in the green room. It was right off stage, so I could like watch. But he played one of my favorite songs he does, called "You're So Annoying," and so I wanted to go out and dance to it. And when I went out, one of I guess his really big fans, but was also a super old guy, like kind of like just like put his arm like around me to like talk in my ear, and I was like just trying to dance, and he like just wanted to talk about techno and like his music and shit. And I was like, let go of me. And then a couple other fans came over and like got him off me. So then it kind of ruined my dance. But then it was fine at the end of the night because then I went for late night pizza. But I guess one of the fans tried to tell Chris what happened. And Chris just thought I was dancing with the old guy. And he's like, that's fine.
That's fine. She's allowed to dance with old men. It's cool. Like, leave her alone.
Okay.
Yeah, she's allowed to dance with whatever
Yeah, and
she
I was like,
wants.
no. The man was grabbing me. He's like, oh shit.
I thought you were just letting an old man get his jollies off, and I was like, cool with it.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, as long, if you're giving handies, make sure you get paid. Like,
Yeah. He's like, you support those fans, man. Do what you got to do to keep those fans.
But that show was such a small portion of that trip that's why I forgot about it because that trip was awesome.
Like guys do that a lot. Like how they talk to you, like they like put their arm and then they have to like breathe talk in your fucking ear. Like why? Why give me space?
And it never smells good. Like they didn't just take a mint before they did that.
Right?
No.
Like, you can brush your teeth, like have mouthwash or something. Like it's always like a garlic kind of like bleh.
It's like cured
garlic
meat.
before you go to the bar.
Like they're eating pepperoni sticks.
Yeah. Like, do you not know women can smell that? Like
they don't care.
And like when they do this around you, like the kind of headlock thing, it's like if they're sweating, you also get the pit in your face. It's so close.
The moisture on your body.
Oh my god. They like move and you got like a wet mark on your shirt.
Like what is happening?
And then they'll have the audacity to be like to criticize women's bodies. It's like, come on, men. Come on.
Come on. But like, there's not like a sexy move. It always makes me think of like your brother, like it's giving you like a noogie, you know? Like it's just like it just makes me think of like that. It's never like, oh yeah, this is so attractive.
Yeah, it's not an intimate move in like a romantic way.
Do you think so because you're close and he has to like breathe on you? Like, is that what
very
they think?
bro-y. I could see him like
it
doing
is.
that
That's what I'm
bro
saying
too. You know,
I feel like it's a bro thing. They're just like, like, they're like, hey, blah 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 blah. I always take it as like a, what's that, Pomey? But like I don't know you. Like you have me confused with somebody else.
I love the trend now of like women in bars when men come up to them just like screaming at them, like not saying anything, just making like pterodactyl noises and shit. Like,
oh my god,
my new favorite thing.
I've been watching TikToks where women are walking down the street and they know a man is like following them. They'll start saying the most unhinged shit. They'll be like, okay, do you remember where I put the body? Or they'll be like, okay, this is how you make like chloroform. And like they'll say random shit while men are near them and they're like, so the men will turn around like, no.
Yeah. My favorite is like, you can see me? What? Like the girl getting catcalled. She's like, you can see me? And like, I was like, damn. That's a good skill.
I went to this kind of a bar. It was Boston Pizza karaoke night. And it was a Christmas event, and it was one of like the first times I ever like went out when I was like old enough to drink and stuff. I was with my my first baby daddy at this point, so I wasn't really allowed to, but I said, fuck it, I'm going out for Christmas with my new university friends. And some guy came dressed as Santa to the bar, and of course he's like floating around talking to everyone, and then he sits at our booth right beside me, and he's like, this was his pickup line, he like comes in, he's like, by the way, I'm not really Santa Claus. And and I have to like, I was like, oh, that would work on me, but I'm actually engaged. Because I was a good fucking fiance and never cheated, even though he likes to say I did. But that totally would have. I was like 21 here, so that the Santa Claus line. Yeah, the Santa Claus line. I was like, wow, he came in a coordinated outfit. Like,
yeah, you match it.
he's talking to everyone. He must know people and be friendly. Like, I was like, this is nice, but no. Bad choices. Yeah. I hope Mr. Santa Claus is doing well.
I think you're You're like, I picked the wrong one. Like,
I don't even know. He probably could have looked gross. I didn't care. I was drunk
Right?
and out
Yeah.
and 21.
And like it's Santa. Like we were like, hey, keep the beard and boots on, you know, like
Yeah,
crossing
role
off the
play.
Let
list.
me climb on your lap and give you my wish
Yeah,
list.
the minute he takes the costume off, the magic's gone. I'm not
Yeah.
interested. Like,
Just like full costume, just enough to like for it to stick out, and then like
yeah.
whatever. Don't want to ruin the illusion.
No.
This isn't like a ruined night. But it was like something that happened, so it's like kind of fun. But if I wasn't drunk, it might have ruined my night. It was like a Halloween karaoke thing, and I was a devil. And every time I went pee, my tail like would go into the toilet. And like I wasn't realizing, so I'm walking around with like drippy, pissy tail, like just like all over.
No.
I would
Stop this story now.
I'd be super embarrassed, but like I was like, whatever, it is what it is. And like Kyle didn't say anything. Nobody said anything. My friend at the time didn't say anything. It was just like
It's their fault because, like,
Yeah.
you tell your friends these things, you know?
Yeah, you're
Right.
supposed to.
like your tail's dripping. Like, you know, would have been nice. And like I'm going on stage singing and like fucking drippy ass tail. And it wasn't until like later in the night where I was sobering up and I went to the bathroom and like I was like, oh shit, my tail. And I was like, oh my God, every single time I went to the bathroom, I didn't pay attention to like my tail not going down all the way with my pants. So like I sat on it like and then I was like, oh my God, I sat on it and pissed on it every single time.
And then you had to touch it to take it off. Like, ugh.
Yeah, like, but it was just like I didn't pay attention at the time because I was drinking. But then, like, you remember everything you did when
Yeah,
you're
you
sobering
get
up.
that-
You're like, oh fuck.
Embarrassment.
No.
Oh, that's the
Ugh.
worst.
Yeah, it would be the worst if I was sober and doing it, but
Yeah, like that was different, Sonia. That
Yeah.
happened
like,
too.
that's not even me. That's like do karaoke me. Like that, you know how drunk I have to be like, hey, like I could do karaoke? Is that
I know, because I've never done karaoke with you.
no.
You
Even when we
never.
did-
Like, she
Even-
rarely gets drunk in public.
no, because I don't want to. Like we even did like singing Lion King or whatever Disney movies at your
Disney's-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like karaoke where we weren't even up. We were just sitting watching, and all my singing was like quiet, mumbling, like cool number 2. No, yeah.
One
We used
day.
to do karaoke when we were younger, like
Yeah.
when we were 12 and not supposed to be in the bars.
Yeah. No, we were younger than that. We were like 8, 9 years old.
We had this conversation before. Like I was 12. It was no younger. I was younger.
No,
Again,
you were like 10 and I was 8.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This conversation
We were
went
younger.
exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I was 12. No, I was younger.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We were
Said
young.
no.
We were babies.
Yeah, 10 o'clock singing like Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. You ought to know. A bunch of little girls singing You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette. Yeah. Not good. I don't know why our parents allowed that. Like, why my mom allowed it. I say parents. It was my mom. Like,
yeah.
she was bringing us kids to the bar. Like, no big deal. Like, yeah.
Like when you're
Isn't that
banging
daughter?
her, you think of me. Like those are the songs we were singing. And like that B44 song or BB4. Like, if
Yes.
you want to get down with me, get down tonight or something like that. Like it
Oh,
was just like
That era of songs is
Peaches and Cream?
literally
Mhm.
it's so bad. Like there's like songs about like meth and lots of songs about fucking. Just in that era that was just like on the radio.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not on the radio no more.
I know we were talking about this earlier, but you know, like the Madonna song, the like a prayer.
Mhm.
I would actually play that song on a jukebox in that bar that me and Sonia went to over and over again, and I would dance to it. And my mom didn't say shit. She was just like, yeah, she's having fun. That and Bohemian Raps. I can't talk.
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
That's such a good song.
Between those two, I would always play those two songs on the jukebox.
Yeah. No. Pop music is not made for children.
There's not a lot of music for children.
No.
Like even that one Wiggle guy singing music but like he's not singing to the kids. Like he's like a new purple Wiggle and like the women are like crazy. He does thirst traps on TikTok.
I know. I was gonna say he does thirst.
What?
Yeah, Domery's like, what am I missing out?
Wait, a Wiggle does
Wiggles
thirst
are
traps?
sexy now.
Not the
sexy.
one. They still have the one that's old there. Like
I was gonna say, wait a minute, but I did not ever think the Wiggles were sexy ever.
No, but they're new ones. They got like attractive young women and like attractive young dudes. I like it's just like it's not for the kids anymore. I was because the kids grew up. Okay, that's what happened. Like,
Okay, but
they all
like
grew up watching the Wiggles, and then they had to change it up.
I went and saw the Wiggles live when Lyric was like 18 months old or 2 years old or something, and this was like the Emma, Lockie, like Wiggles, like the one, the ones that what made it really popular when Wiggles started getting international, and this was after Lockie and Emma have announced their like divorce. And he started dating the backup dancer, one of the blonde woman. And they were all having like Thanksgiving dinner together. And I was like, this is such fucked up shit. Like, because they worked together. Because, Emma and Lockie were married. And then, they got divorced and he started dating the background dancer. And so this is like, Wiggles drama is like crazy. The
Dorothy the dinosaur. But yeah, imagine like fucking bananas in pajamas thirst traps.
But they do. They're like a gay icons.
the
stuffed
animals from Polka Dot Door.
Yeah, because they were actually like two gay men or whatever is what people say that were like together. So they're like bananas in pajamas as our gay icons.
Oh, I was like thinking of like them peeling off their banana outfit and showing like their like banana abs.
Oh, I mean, it's the internet. I'm sure that exists.
I was like,
the site is going to make sure it does. She's going to search up AI banana strippers. Like,
I'm trying fucking banana and pajama strippers. It has to be bananas and pajamas.
Find AI and do it.
Like Elliot
post the
Moose.
Pictures.
Like sexy Elliot Moose. Oh my god, there's everything on the internet. Don't go.
Yeah. We've gone too far.
Yeah. We don't need this content, but apparently we do.
Like we're literally gonna destroy the planet with AI, but
we're gonna get bananas and pajamas and strippers.
It's a meme.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be a weird bar experience.
Okay, so I actually went to a bar a couple months ago, and it was a bar I actually used to go to a lot more when I was younger, but I only went because my friend knew someone that worked there, so that's why we kind of went. And it was a freaking Saturday night, okay? So we go and we're thinking, oh, it's like 11 o'clock. It might be packed. There's no one there. Like the bar was giving us free beers because there was no one there. And it was like, I think around like midnight, they got maybe like 20 people. And I'm like, this is a popular or used to be popular like club on a Saturday night. And no one's there. No one's going to the bars anymore. The clubs.
No, that's too expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive now.
And then like when you get drunk, you just want to be home. Like I just want to be in my PJs. I'll just watch a movie, fall asleep. I don't want to have to get drunk at the bar and then travel all the way home. I'm too old.
Yeah.
I'll get sober on the like car ride back.
Yeah. It's just like you're like, oh, that's
Or fall
fine.
asleep.
Yeah. In your weird cab. It's better to get drunk at friends' houses.
Yeah.
Or your own. But like somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you know the people there, no one's gonna be gross. Like it.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, no, I can't
What's
think
up
of
on
any
you?
other bar experiences. I don't go to bars often unless I'm with you guys. Other than that, I don't go.
Yeah, no, I from the ages of like 19 to 22, that was like my bar era.
Yeah.
I think I did more bars when I was underage.
Yeah, I did clubs when I was underage.
Yes, Fever or
Same.
something, whatever. it's called.
Fever. Yes, Fever
Yeah.
nightclub.
And like older dudes, like even though they're creepy, they let you get in for the bar for like you get them to like lick their stamp and then like you smush.
Yeah,
the
you rub
stamp.
it like this and then
But like how can you not see that it's like a mirror image of the actual stamp? Like
Because the people working are also drunk.
yeah.
They don't care. And like you could just go into the bar too through the smoking section after somebody grossly gives you like whatever fucking disease they have. And like you could just go through. Like no one checks.
Yeah.
But I did more
We just
bars.
had all ages events.
Yeah.
And if you could drink, they would just like mark your hand with like a marker or give you a wristband. But even if they gave you a wristband, then you just got the person with the wristband to buy your drink.
Yeah.
And you always got it something mixed with pop because then you got it in a pop type glass. So then it just like mixed in.
You can't tell unless you're coming around smelling it.
Yeah. So it's like we got in here fine. It's just getting the drinks.
The drinks are easy.
Yeah.
You always get somebody
Someone will
else.
always get it. Like sometimes
Yeah.
the family members there, they'll like get it.
Yeah,
for
they're like,
me. I'm
hey.
thank you. Yeah, like I grew up in Belleville, so we had like 2 clubs and 2 strip clubs. So, yeah, and they would have like all ages events all the time.
You had 2 strip clubs in Belleville?
Yeah.
That small town has 2? And like, I don't think Hamilton has one anymore.
Hamilton, no more. When we were younger, there was a few. Back in the good days.
Yeah. There was, okay, I remember. There was Hamilton Strip, and then there was Pleasures, or it was called something Gentleman's Club. Yeah.
Yeah,
there was, and now there's not a single strip club in Hamilton.
You think there would be, but there is not.
And last time I was there, I think they're both still open in Belleville. So we have, it used to be called the Boo in like the 90s and stuff like that, but then it turned into the Go-Go. And then more near downtown is what we call the Scab, but it's the Cabaret. So but in Belleville we just called it the Scab. So yeah, 2. Those have a big casino.
You also go all the way to Burlington for the strip club from Hamilton.
Yeah. I think it's called the Silver Dollar or some shit.
Golden Girls or something. No, it's not the Silver Dollar.
I don't know. It's
like
called
Golden or something.
I'm sticking to Peppermints in Niagara Falls. That is my go-to.
I go-to now too.
It's so much fun. It's so chill.
Because you go there
a lot
to
of
get
work.
Yeah, they go for it. Like women don't have to. Although like for like the female strippers, a lot of them are giving you blowjobs. So like I feel like maybe they're still getting the better deal.
Yeah.
Like you're just getting like groped at the male one. Which is fine. Like you're having a good time. It's consensual. But like at the female strippers, the dudes are getting blowjobs. I feel like you're missing out on a potential like market.
I don't know. I think if you paid them enough, you probably could get a guy to I don't know. I didn't
I don't
try.
know.
So
The shit that they are doing on stage for $5.
yeah.
Like, I'm scared to know what they would do for 20. Okay, that's all I'm
50?
saying.
Hand them a 50 and see what you get. Like,
They were pretty much straight up eating Dawn's ass for a $10 bill on stage. Like, I don't like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like the men because they're more theatrical about it. Like, they have these intense characters with like backstories. Like the
Like
one
American Dolls.
Yeah, well, the one came out to like Umbrella by Rihanna, and he had an
the
umbrella
trench
that he
coat
was
with the umbrella and like
and he
the
was
like
using it as
platform.
like making it look like his dick, and I was like, creative. I like it. Like, yes.
Yeah, there's like effort
Yes,
into this.
queen.
Yeah.
Like, he gives you a card with a backstory. He was an orphan from Philly. He's paying for med school.
And like some of these actors look like they're like 57, and they like are like giving it their all, and they're doing the shimmy shakes, and they're going and and like that earns $5 from me. Okay. The effort, like, I'm like, it's beautiful. Like, it's an entertainment. I am entertained.
Have you watched American Dad, where Roger does his like stripper thing? He's trying to get like the word, like, this is more like you make love with your eyes or whatever the thing is. Like, any of them have those stories? Like, you're just like fully clothed, and he's like, I'm out here being respectful.
Well, the DJ did come out fully clothed and dance for like 20 minutes, humping everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
He needed working for tips. He's like,
he
damn, I gotta
did
get
it
paid.
for so long, and then he went, "I'm the DJ."
Oh,
Oh, see, isn't it? It's so good. Like, it's great. Like,
just
I
gotta
don't
go.
know.
Gotta make it like a weekly.
We gotta be regulars.
Listen, we need to have weekly meetings, guys. I'll tell you where we're going.
Oh,
And they had like a shot guy,
Yeah.
that comes with the shots for you. And he has like a shirt open and stuff. Yeah.
he's just like,
It's
he's bringing
great.
drinks to you.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this service. Thank you.
You just go. You're like, people are like, oh, I just go to the strippers for the buffet.
Well, like, he was coming over and I was like, I didn't even have to ask. Like,
God, just like, oh, all my
Oh.
needs met.
oh, that was a good time. I've been there twice and it's never been a bad time. I did have a bad time after. It was my bachelorette party. We went there and everything was good, and then we went and did some outdoor karaoke, and then we were heading back to our Airbnb, and we were all fucking done, but I was the bride, so that was my job. And we got an Uber, and my bridesmaids started fighting. I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember going like, what the fuck's going on? Because they're like yelling at each other. So my one friend had her husband pick her and her friend up, and then I stayed with my other two bridesmaids at the Airbnb, and we woke up the next morning. It was awkward as fuck because that happened 7 days before the wedding. But luckily, they didn't bring any of that drama to the wedding, so it worked out.
You never figured out what it was about, like, later
It was
on?
something like one friend wanted to keep partying, but the other friend didn't, and said like, we have to get back, and the other friend said like, I don't, like, something like that, like they were disagreeing on the plans or something. And then I think someone said something to like accelerate it, and then it was 2-on-1 anyway, so yeah. I just
That's
remember
crazy.
just trying to get my shoes off. I was fucking done. I was like, not my business. I'm the bride. Fuck it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still gonna party over here. Have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Wasn't my problem. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have any more. I have like
It's because we're
I
not
don't know
like
how many
huge
did-
like bar hoppers.
I know. We
had
missed
house
out on
parties.
something. Oh yeah, all the time. But like I was never like had terrible experiences.
People threw out your brownies.
Oh, like I was like, who the fuck threw these out? Like, do you know how expensive weed is? Like, but it is what it is.
I had to throw people out of Jessica's house.
I know. Like, yeah, like you just like I was like sleeping. Like I'm going to sleep. I had like 2 brownies. Someone has to eat them. And I was like falling asleep, and like one of the guys at this party is like, "Oh, let's go outside." I'm like, "No." He's like, "You want me to carry you?" I was like, "This is where we're gonna fuck around and find out." Like that's what's gonna happen. But then he like left, like, and then I got comfy and fell asleep. I was like, "No, I'm done."
Well, at the house parties, I used to put a bunch of blankets and pillows in like the corner. That like I was like, okay, if anyone ever has to crash here, this is the stuff. Just grab, first come, first serve. Like that was pretty much it. So, yeah,
I had my pillow nest.
yeah, some people got their own.
Yeah, and it like took up half the couch. Like it's bedtime. I think Jessica had already gone to bed at this time.
Yeah. I was tired. Whew.
And but like didn't have a bad time. Dahmer was like Dahmer's like, okay, bye. Like you're
Yeah,
everybody gotta
no, I
go.
stood up because Jessica, I don't know, like Jessica looks at me and like Chris looks at me and they're like, we don't know how to like stop the party. I'm like, all right, I got this. So then I was just like, hey, everyone, you're all in my temporary bedroom. I need you to get the fuck out so I can sleep. Thanks, bye. And then they all stared at me for a second. I'm like, no, seriously, go. And they're like, oh. And then I don't know what girl, she was like, but I just got here. I was like, bitch, that's not my problem that you came late. All right. We've been partying for like 6 hours now. Go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we started early. Like it was always
Yeah.
Start
5
so
p.m.
early.
Like at midnight. Like holy fuck.
Yeah. I was like, bitch, you gotta go. Like, I don't care what time you showed up. She's like, but I was working and then I came here. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Get out of my bedroom.
That's
This is
the
my
way
bedroom now.
to do it. You got to start early because like at midnight places are still open. When you start at
Yeah.
11 and then like it's 3 a.m. places are closed. How are you gonna get
Mhm.
snacks? Like,
Yeah.
come on, think smart.
Yeah. Also, midnight's my bedtime. So, like,
Yeah,
Oh, we need that on a shirt. Like, think smart.
yeah, think smart. Okay,
it's party
Smart.
etiquette, you guys. It's just party etiquette.
Etiquette.
Fucking people without their etiquette.
Oh my God. This is what we're going to name our book. Just etiquette. Okay.
Our podcast book. It's just fucking etiquette in big letters and then etiquette. And letters get smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Like, it goes down. Etiquette.
Yeah. No one will know what it is, but that's fine.
That's
An
fine.
opinionated guide to podcasting.
Yeah.
Etiquette.
Etiquette. But at least the cover art will be super easy. Like I won't have a problem with it. Fuck. I don't know. Like we're just like blanking.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
It's because
that's
like
it.
I don't remember the bad nights.
That's-
Like I
I'm right,
blocked
like,
that shit out.
Like I said, I didn't go bar hopping often, so
I don't think you've been to a bar like a lot at all your whole life. Like besides when you were a kid. When
Yeah,
you're, like,
I know.
a grown up going.
yeah. No, like when I was younger, yeah, but like once I was like legal age, that was it. I was done. I was a mother and yeah. I was a mom. I was like,
Yeah. Being a parent young is stupid.
fucking ruined my life.
But smart because now, like, well, no, you were dumb and had kids. again after your one kid was 10.
Yeah.
So like you're like,
Ruined my
yay.
life a double time. Like,
Yeah. No,
My
I was
kids are
done
8 years
early.
apart.
Yeah, you're just like, what's up with that? Get them all at the same time. They don't have any little kids. Although my kids are so fucking broken. It's like having toddlers. I think it's worse. Like they were so much easier to take care of and keep alive when they were like a risk of drinking poison. Well, now they still are, but now it's different reasons, not because they were curious.
And
But,
like
like,
when
it's
they're smaller physically, it's just
Yeah.
easier. Just put them in a room.
They're just so
Log 'em.
happy. Yeah. Like, but again, all you had to do was like blah, 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 monkey dance, and they're just like the best.
Teach
day
them up.
ever.
Like, you just like put them across a gate and you're like, there you go. And give them a
Oh my
space.
gosh. I had a room. It was the room we kept the kids in, the living room, and it was like all baby safe. No one's getting in or out. I'd lay on the couch. I might dozed off until they're like smack you in the face with a sippy cup. You're like, oh God.
Yeah.
But like I let them you let them oh, like you're laying on the floor and then they have to like trace around you. Like, oh, like let's do like a big drawing.
The body tracing. Like,
Yeah, like, and then you're actually just like relaxing and just having like a little mentee bee. Just like that was like so much easier. Now, like, it's not. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. I was always like, I don't understand why people are having so much trouble, like with their kids. Like they're just kids. It's fine. Just play with them. It's fine. And that's what I get for being a bitch. Now it's not easy. Everyone has like their teenagers off doing whatever they want, and I'm like, no, that's it. Those lucky bitches. That's what I get. I shouldn't have been an asshole.
I'm only half lucky. Like, I'm only gonna have one normal child to go off to college, and the other one, that's my karma kid right there for all the bad I've ever done.
That's it. That's what autism is. It's like
Karma.
yeah, that's what you get. Like you're like, oh, you deserve it.
For all my bad choices in life. Like, here you go.
Yeah, like, oh, teen pregnancy, I'll show you. That kid's staying with you forever.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
We'll have to
At least
start.
they won't have weird experiences.
We'll have to start like reviewing bars
Yes.
For science.
for science.
What good bars are like in our area? We'll have to look.
I don't know if our listeners know of any bars in our area, Hamilton, Toronto, GHA. Let us know.
THA.
Yeah.
Like all of them, like
Yeah, or Niagara Bound too. Fuck it. We'll
Niagara.
even extend to Niagara. Like
in Southern Ontario.
yeah. Just Southern Ontario.
Except for you, London. Ew.
No, I'll go there.
I have nothing against London, Ontario. I just wanted to like talk shit about it.
Stir up some hate.
Yeah.
So once again, I want to thank our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst, for hanging in there. If you want to be cool like Stephanie and have your name read here, you can join and be a VIP Patreon, or you can join at a lower tier and get some other bonus stuff.
Every tier counts.
Yeah. Every single one.
Every one. Even like the free ones. You guys don't really get anything, but if you're just a supporter, you guys are great.
Yeah, like thumbs
Yeah.
up for you.
Like, don't even join one of the paying tiers. Just like you could just hang out there.
Yeah, just follow. We post free stuff.
Yeah, sometimes. I
Yeah.
think we have a bookmark there. Oh no, we have some games. There's
Yeah.
our print and play game. There's another one, I forget what it is, but there's stuff. There's stuff.
There's stuff. Go look. Check it out. Link will be in the description.
Oh, it's the MLM or cult leader game where you have to. It's a drinking game, and you play it.
Oh yeah, if it's MLM or is it a cult?
Yeah, that's for free too, guys. Enjoy. I had to Google things. Hard work. So I also want to before we end, let everybody know a reminder of our fundraiser we do every year. This year we're doing stuff a little bit different. We're having a Christmas variety show that'll be pre-recorded, but you can watch that December 20th. Yeah, at 10 a.m. It'll be posted. You can watch it anytime, but that's when. And any details are on our website, uneditedlushes.com.
Woo!
All right.
We did it.
Off that note, good night.
Good night.
Good night.